Welcome back to Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Today I'm going to talk about a man by the name of Jeremy Harris. Yes, Jeremy Harris. You might have heard the name recently in the news. Some of you might be wondering who named so, because this story would be much bigger if it was the other way around. Jeremy Harris basically get a jacket. You know what Jamaicans call jacket. And get a jacket pitney. I don't know if it's the sleeve or the shoulder part. I don't know if it's the waist part. But it wasn't fitting Jeremy. So him go do a DNA. And after doing the DNA results and finding out that I know Fiend Pitney, he's proven right, and I guess he saw the light, but this light was the light, like in the movie when time them said don't go towards the light, because that means say you pass on, now you're dead. That's actually what happened to Jeremy Harris. He was killed. He confronted his unicorn baby mother, Stephanie. Unicorn baby mother, because she wasn't his baby mother. At least for that child. I don't know if they have any more. And after verbal disagreements, it got physical. Jeremy is now dead. May I drop this video for a number of reasons. The next time you think you're having a bad day, remember Jeremy Harris. The next time you think you're having a bad day, stories like this should remind you that no matter how bad you have it, somebody else have it worse, because everybody like to think for them problem special. Or them alone have problem. Everybody have problem, guy. Everybody have them own stress. Some of you Irish Saxons need to get that in your head. Think someone is special, like una alone have problem. I've covered this before. In another video. But sometimes life will bring back a old topic. The long time people want to tune in from years ago. Remember that video. When time I tell them, they say, guy, you're not special, everybody have them problems. Who remember that video there? A long time, we have that video now. Every one of them people have to remind me some of my own content. Sometimes people look me as a little YouTuber. You know, so when the first time me said that, it changed my whole outlook on life, because I used to get vexed when time this not happen and people not do this, and I just remember when time I say everybody have their own stress. So nobody argue with people because you don't know what somebody else I go through. Because everybody like to think they're special. Me I go through this, so why everybody now focus on my problem? Because people are focused on their own problem. Get over yourself, Irish Saxon. Who remember that video? Well, I bring it back today. The next time you think you're having a bad day, remember Jeremy Harris. Because I cannot think of a worse time, period, for somebody than this. Imagine having a child, investing emotionally, financially, every kind of alley. You think of alley cat the DJ, be alley, and then on top of it, you go find out say it's not your child. So metaphorically, you get stabbed, and then literally get stabbed. This case has to be studied. This one has to be taught in Winnipeg. The Jeremy Harris story has to be taught in Winnipeg, and you will name place there. It's one thing if you get a jacket, but if you get a Jeremy, that means you get a jacket and killed same time. Guy, if this was the other way around, you would not hear the end of it. If man could have get woman jacket, and a woman find out say, her pitney a jacket, and then on top of it the man go kill her, you would not hear the end of the story. Every group in groupdom, every quote-unquote social activist, whatever they call themselves these days, would be out in full force. Would have to be on the side of every bus and every flyer for the next 5 months to remind us about the cruelty of men. For not only give a woman a jacket, But for then, when she confront him, kill her, vile. But as you know, a man's life is worthless than the little brown dog that may sleep on the road, the Irish Shepherd. So this story is quarter day story. You can't even find 10 articles about this. Go on, search the internet and see if you find 10 articles about this. This is the news. How do you get a jacket? How do you lose your quote-unquote child and then lose your life in such a short space of time? It has to be studied. It has to be dissected and studied. Things that happen to Jamaican men, even Hollywood can't dream this up, guy. Remember, when they were trying to shame men and scare men away from finding out if they are the father of them pitney, one of the arguments they used to guilt trip men into keeping jackets is, yeah, but don't go do no DNA, cause suppose man go find out say a DNA and then go attack the woman. Nobody put forth any theory where the man would have find out say him get jacket and the man would have end up dead. Yeah, but suppose him go find out say a jacket and arm the woman. That right there is nothing more than manipulation. Now they're trying to make men feel guilty. Oh, so if you support men doing DNA, then what if a man go find out son of fee pitney and then go hurt the poor woman? Oh no. So I bet you just go and tough it out, yeah, bro. Even if you don't feel like a hero one, just don't matter of fact, get rid of all DNA centers. The DNA guy, get rid of him and all them business places with the DNA, because we don't want poor little Irish Saxonists to get hurt now. If they don't try to shame you, they try to make you feel guilty. It's not enough that Jamaican men get more jacket than any group of men on earth. That's not enough. The Irish Saxonist is not satisfied with making Jamaican man lead the world in getting jacket. The Irish Saxonist has now taken it to a next level. They're now killing the man. And it gets worse for Jeremy, because do not be surprised if she busts the case, because she will claim self-defense. In come in an argument with me, I'm going to defend myself. In rush me. Case bust off. How many times have you seen it? Man and woman has pitney, the man said that's not my pitney. Everybody start jumping in box until him say alright, you're going to start spend some money. You spend the money, spend the time. Start to build relationship with the child. Only return on say it's not fee pitney. That's why in another video back in the day, I tell you, they said, no found who hate no father, I hate the wrong man. No found who walk with the talk about my father just go and left my mother alone, business boy way. That man the business boy because he shouldn't business boy you. It's not your father. We're going there. Him know more than you. Him know say your mother eagle eye back in the day was like the toll road forgot Olaba. A whole heap of man drive on that. At the same time, hundreds. So he knows mathematically it's very unlikely a female, but because of him alone he have one walk down a grace. But because him they have one look at one position down a Seprad, down a Lasco, down a NCB. She said, well, throw it on the dopey back there, man. Make him deal with it. And him say, no, I don't want that, I don't mind. You as a young dopey bat who don't know no difference, hear your mother tell a story, say your father want look a workless man. Because after I get me pregnant, thing just gone. What she didn't tell you is that there were at least 275 other men who could have been the father. Because in that short window she was ovulating, the whole of March Pen rode on top bank was hard. In her eagle eye. And they didn't use a gun. Well, they use a different type of gun. I guess that, gun in a baggie. But you catch the drift. Go back and watch the old videos in case you forget them. I tell you, say before you hate your father, make sure it's your father. Because enough people have animosity towards the wrong man. Guy, you don't know your mother like that. This is what enough man must realize. This is what I don't understand about the Irish Saxon man. Every day when they get up and talk about woman a whore and woman a this and woman a that. I want to have a definition for what make a woman a whore, what make her a skettle, what make her a Jezebel. We have all these definitions. Well, the reality is, no found a mother fall under that definition. It's just because back in the day, you never knew her like that. You might know a nice, wholesome Christian mother, but that's not the case in 1974, bro. So no found a hate man and say you're workless father and that man is not your father. The jacket phenomenon in Jamaica has to be studied. Enough isn't being done about it. Well, now they're saying, well, don't take the test because suppose the man go kill her, or in this case, the woman go kill him. So I guess there's only one solution, just get rid of all DNA testing, and if you get one jacket, just take it and stuff it down your throat, fuck your mama. I guess that's the solution, right? I don't know, you tell me. I mean, that's the solution to dopey, but I'm going to find out. If there is any doubt, I'm going to find out. But here is the reality, guy. Tell me already say, men are disposable like diapers. About them is more than man. Even when Anna your fault or your fault. Whatever happened to a man, deserve it. It's dead a bush. Jeremy dead a bush. Rest of the man out there. Want to find out if I really fool the pitney? Dead a bush. Because you're vile. How dare you want to find out if it's your child or not? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are trying to take steps to find out if you're the actual father before you invest mentally, psychologically, financially, and all kind of alley? Who do you think you are? Just take women's word for it, because history has taught us that no woman has ever lied to any man in history. Stop on the mama. That's where it is right now, guy. Deal with it. Right? Believe all women. So tingo. Of course, we know even women don't believe women. Because DNA guy don't tell we say, don't have the DNA officer, woman really don't get the most. I run DNA to find out if them sons and them brothers get jacket. See, enough woman talk wicked against man until they get one son. When time my other man them say, oh, shut your mouth and it done gone bad already, so what? You don't mind the picnic already for 10 years, so what? But when time she have one son or she have one brother, who matter? All of a sudden, me need to find out, cause my picnic now spend one dime on this picnic is not female. Vile. Vile. The next time you think you're having a bad day, guy, remember Jeremy Harris. Remember a man who gets stabbed up, metaphorically, after finding out his child is not his child. And then a man gets stabbed up literally, and is now laying on the ice. Because he's a man, I guess he deserves it. But because he has a seed bag, there's very little uproar and inquest into how we can make sure this don't happen and how we can this and how we can do that. The various groups against domestic violence are like the people who line up to buy one Idonia album. Nowhere to be found. Missing. Non-existent. And that's the reality of it, guy. The next time I have a bad day, before I start feeling sorry for myself and wallow in a self-pity, I'm going to remember Jeremy. And remember say it can get much worse. Oh, it can get much worse, guy. I heard about man get jacket and kill the woman. But if you get one jacket and then get killed, even Hollywood can't come up with that. It has to be studied. The double standards when it comes down to domestic abuse is vicious. I just saw one video with Shakari Richardson. I rushed her man at the airport. I went to the mall and banana. She's saying, and the man on the full lamp and she's on video attacking the man. The man a walk away from her. The man a walk away from her, doing everything on the same man for do. I went to the mall lamp and her. She still tried to throw the man under the bus. And without video, they would have believed her story. And even despite all of this, there's been no consequences. What happened to Shakari since the video come out with Shara Sharman? Nothing at all. Because he deserves to be rushed. Making us okay, mama, who business about him? He's just a man. Disposable. So what you get one look at one push and look at one box in there. So what you get one look at one push. So what she follow him run and push him out. So what? So what she put her hand on him? So what? In Jeremy's case, so what? So what him get stabbed up? He can't take 2 stab? He can't take 2 stab. That means he's not a real man. If he was a real man, he'd take 2 stab and call it a day. He can't take 2 stab, he dead. Weak. Let me tell you something, guy. If you want to know how much of a hypocrite no found a sister and girlfriends are when it comes on to the issue of domestic abuse, watch how them react when them hear certain thing to man. All of a sudden them start tell us, yeah, but look on Shakari, you see how she rush him and him now fight back, or because him know say him do something wrong. See, so because him know he must do something because she wouldn't do it. You see me I say, so because him know him do something wrong, that's why him now do nothing. Can you imagine what would happen to you? Can you imagine what would happen? If a video come out with you saying both, right, I do the same to the female girlfriend and she now fight back and people say, yeah, but the reason why she now fight back is she know what she do. You see me I say, bro, so cause she know what she do, even though you see her push her on the wall and thing there, she just easy herself cause she knows she must do something for you man what she do. You see me I say, dog, do you know what would happen to you if you said that, guy? Do you know what would happen to anybody in any position who uttered those words? They would be cancelled into oblivion. It has to be studied. Old world out there, guy. You think it's Antarctica. Patreon squad, big up on yourself, PIA. You don't know, more life. Water squad, stay circling. Bless.